I am with the Secretary of State's office. I'm also a member of the Board of Accountancy, which was a division of the Secretary of State's office. I would like to first begin by thanking Deputy Secretary James Ballone for being here and for supporting me in the program, as well as supporting me today by being here. So the topic of my presentation is called Who Has the Keys? The Importance of Succession Planning. I'd like to begin by giving you a little overview of why I chose this presentation topic. When I started with the Aspiring Leaders program, my goal was to do a presentation on a college initiative that the Connecticut State Board of Accountancy had to improve or increase the number of CPAs in the state of Connecticut, particularly diverse CPA candidates as well as minority CPA, male and female CPA candidates in the state. Grow commerce here, as well as just increase our outreach across our constituents. However, as a result of the legislative budget, our mission changed. Our Board of Accountancy was transferred to the Department of Consumer Protection without staff, which effectively laid off our team effective June 3rd and caused a transition to occur effective July 1st. And so that brought me to who has the keys, succession planning. As we all know, many of you sitting in the room, either you're currently being impacted by the legislative budget, or in some of these topics or points you will be impacted. One of which is what we call the silver tsunami, or the baby boomers retiring in 2017. The largest segment of the population will be retiring in drones, and no one will be left holding the keys. We also have massive statewide layoffs occurring between the numbers 2,500 and 5,000 between now and July 1st. Many of the individuals, such as myself, are given immediate leave. There's no cross-training, there's no time to leave a manual, there's nothing. You just kind of get the notice and then you have until the end of the business day. We also have a number of consolidation of programs without any transitional planning. And so the impact is tremendous. So who has the keys? I have some resolutions that I'd like to propose today, some of which include statewide mandated succession planning, cross-training manuals, employee competency training, expansion of career training opportunities, employee development plans, lean implementation, and transitional consolidation. So statewide mandatory succession planning, what does that mean? I recommend that we implement statewide mandated development succession planning that should be filed with the Department of Consumer Protection and all department heads every year and updated yearly. All managers and supervisors should take analysis of the stock of their policies, workflows, and make recommendations of what opportunities, strengths, and weaknesses there are in their current policies and procedures. And this would help when we have transitions or retirements. There would be someone left holding the keys and the manual to the office. Cross-training manuals. So I came from private sector in 2012 into state service and was just amazed that no one knew what the person next to them does all day long. Either because of resource issues we haven't implementing cross-training, or because of union contract rules. But there has to be something put in place. I recommend a template that comes from Department of Administrative Services that has a workflow process where all employees take what we call a blackout week to just cross-train individuals on what they do. Let's say we don't have layoffs, but someone hits the lottery or someone becomes ill, and no one knows what that person does. The phone calls go unanswered for weeks at a time. No one knows how to get into the email. No one knows what and how they do the job. So that's unacceptable. I do think we should have full employee cross-training, develop comprehensive workflow manuals, and also they should be in a template format so that anyone, for instance, when I go and bump someone, I can walk in and have some concept of what that individual does all day. Even a manager to know what the individual is doing. Employee competency training. If you build it, they will come. A lot of us feel that, well, we don't have the staff to succeed us. Well, there may be individuals amongst us, not necessarily in our direct work groups, but in our agencies that are really ready and available to start into a position, but they may be lacking some training. So I recommend that we start to build our future leaders early. Assess our teams to determine who would be a good successor. If there are no successors available, develop one. What are some opportunities? Maybe they need additional training in particular areas than in those classes that are offered by DAS or even to some of the local community college programs. We should break our silos and share resources. Maybe I don't have a successor in my direct department, but there's someone sitting in the financial unit that would be perfect as a successor. So having job shadowing programs, training those future leaders, rotational programs within our divisions and externally outside of our agencies, and developing a career path. Too many state employees feel as if they're doing a job and there's no career opportunity for them. So expansion of career training opportunities. These programs are amazing, better known as the CTTs. These are considerable cost savings to the agencies. They create buy-in. We're able to recruit young professionals who may not currently be in state agencies. They're able to go through rotational programs. They have a career progression available to them, and it's at a bargain price. So this is a great opportunity for us to find successors. And employee development plans. Every September, we sit down with our employees and we do performance evaluations. But what happens to those evaluations? We should be looking at opportunities to ask the employees as well as determine what are some opportunities for them education-wise so that they're able to succeed professionally in management. And also we should have career training, both internal and externally, seek education opportunities through job shadowing and, as I said, rotationals. Agency development plans. So utilizing the power of lean. Secretary of State did a wonderful job last summer. We did a huge lean project and learned that we had so many opportunities that we weren't really handling or assessing. And so coming together, all the management to sit down and do SWOT analysis for our different divisions, we were able to make some huge progress. So what can be automated? Let's automate in our office. What can be streamlined? We should streamline. What can be eliminated? We should eliminate. And what can be improved? Let's improve. Let's keep it simple so that if something does happen with transitional planning, we're able to have someone to come in and to assess the job and do it proficiently without some of the extra things, like steps and processes. So transitional consolidation. This one is near and dear to me, as I said, because of what recently happened to the Board of Accountancy. Consolidation does not mean putting workflow in a box and mailing it to another address. The constituents are left with not knowing who to contact, emails go unanswered. For instance, with ours, there's a month of pretty much the office being completely closed. So we need to have consolidation discussions early and often, discuss the client's needs, understand workflows, advocate for appropriate transition, or advocate against transition. Sometimes when we have these consolidation meetings, we can make a determination that consolidation really isn't a cost saving, but a resource cost increase. And we should develop strategy and develop support networks for the transition. Succession planning. So what is your plan in your agency, and do you know where the keys are? My name is Sonia. I thank you again for your time, and my contact information is here as well.